Everyone, it's Jill from Kids Baking Club, where we teach kids and families how to bake, decorate, and cook. We have a lot of fun. We also have our baking kits that we send all across the country to show kids how they can build life skills and all kinds of learning skills by baking. And each of our kit has not only the recipes, but the tools and baking lessons they need. But today I'm going to show you how to make the easiest way to make pumpkin pie. I don't know about you, but around the holidays it gets really busy, but I still like to do things homemade, right? You too? So I'm gonna show you the way that I make pumpkin pie if I need it in a quick, because I'm not gonna buy it at the store, especially not the frozen kind, and I'm not gonna buy it at a bakery. It's too expensive. So you need a box of refrigerated pie crust. If you want my homemade pie crust recipe though, you can go to kidsbakingclub.com and you can find my pie crust recipe there. Then you're going to need 1 can of pure pumpkin puree and 1 can of evaporated milk, some brown sugar, some eggs, and some spices, and there you go. And we are ready, set to show you how to make the easiest, quickest, most delicious pumpkin pie. Let's go. First, you're going to roll out your refrigerated pie dough and put it into a pie plate. Take a crumpled piece of parchment paper and lay it in here. We're going to do what's called a blind bake. Then taking some beans or some pie weights, you're going to cover that up. You can use this for soup later. We're going to pop this in a 425-degree oven for about 20 minutes. We're going to crack 3 eggs, but one of the eggs we're just going to put in the yolk, and we're going to save the egg whites of the 3rd egg. Now whisk your eggs together. Now we're going to add our 1 can of pumpkin puree. This is 15 ounces. Now we're going to add in the brown sugar. I have 1 teaspoon of pumpkin pie spice and 1 teaspoon of cinnamon and 1/2 teaspoon of salt. 1 teaspoon of vanilla. 1 can of evaporated milk. This is 12 ounces. So now that your pie crust has been blind baked, we're going to take the parchment paper, do this very carefully, lift it up and put it in another bowl. Now remember the egg whites I was telling you about? We are going to take a pastry brush and just brush that hot pie crust with a little bit of an egg white wash. And what that does is it seals that pie crust so that when our pumpkin mix goes in there, it's not going to make our pie crust soggy. There's nothing worse than a soggy pie crust, right? So just use that egg white and just keep it, while it's still a little bit hot, it's baking that egg white into there and making sure that there's a really good seal. Now, we want to turn our oven down to 325 degrees because we're going to put our pie back in the oven and do what's called a slow bake. And at 325 degrees, we're going to bake it for 40 minutes. We're going to take our, whisk it one more time, especially if it's been sitting for a while. And we're going to pour that into our pie. You can smell that, it smells delicious. There's nothing better than homemade pie. And you know, this is so budget friendly. You don't need to go buy a pie at the grocery store, at the bakery. You can make it yourself. All right, this is gonna go into the oven for 40 minutes at 325 degrees. And our pie is done. I'm just gonna let it cool a little bit, add a little bit of whipped cream or some vanilla ice cream, and then you're ready to go to add this to your beautiful dessert table for your holidays. Thanks for joining me today, and I cannot wait to come and share new recipes with you next time. Don't forget to subscribe. All right, we'll see you next time. Bye-bye.